Hi, I'm Jennifer Beckstrand, and this is my 10-minute book club. Hi, everybody. Welcome tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight, I'm interviewing Mindy Steele about her book in the Amish Birthday Romance series, which is called Amelia's March Arrangement. And you are going to love to hear about this book. Please remember to get all of the books in the Amish Romance Birthday series. They're all available for pre-order. And books 1, 2, and 3 are now out January, February, and March. And you're just going to have such a delightful time reading these books. Also, please sign up for my newsletter if you have not already, because you'll be able to get information about giveaways and new releases and all sorts of fun stuff there. And you'll be able to download a free book. Now, I'm really excited to introduce Mindy Steele. Mindy, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Just really excited to talk to you today and really excited for your new book. So, why don't you just refresh people's memories about these books that we're writing together and then tell us about your story?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, I'm pretty sure, and you're probably not going to take credit for it, but I'm thinking this was your idea. Me, you, Rachel Good, and Tracy have all worked together on other projects together.
Mhm.
And I think we were actually talking about our next project when you proposed an idea of doing a book for every month of the year. And of course, we had numerous authors jump on board. So it is such a privilege to be part of this. I mean, it was such a fantastic idea. It gives readers a book
Well,
for
I do
every
have to
month of
interrupt
the
you.
year.
I don't know if it was my idea. Maybe it was. I just don't
It was
remember,
your
but that's
idea.
okay.
We were having a Zoom meeting. I remember it exactly because normally ideas is my strong point, and you come up with the best idea of all. Yeah, readers are going to love this. I mean, what more could you ask for than a book every month for an entire year, and some of your favorite Amish authors? So yeah, I'm thrilled to be part of it, and I'm tickled to death that we pulled this together. I know Tracy and Rachel had to do a little bit more legwork than the rest of us putting it all together, but it's been wonderful to be a part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So tell us about your book. It's the March book, right?
My book, yes, my book was is book number 3. So it releases March 1st, and it's called Amelia's March Arrangement. And this is about a very young girl. Her best friend's her sister. Her mom's been ill. She's not really interested in courting or anything like that because she's more interested in helping her mother and being there for her sister who's expecting. But unfortunately, she finds herself in a place where tragedy has struck,
Mm.
and she has 3 small nephews that she finds herself responsible for. And to be so young, I can't imagine. I actually knew a young woman who had been put in this position. Her story, of course, was a little different, but it helped motivate the story along. She was just, I don't know, Amelia is such, she will tug at your heartstrings, and she steps up and does what she needs to do. The story is set right here in Kentucky in one of our local communities. I always love writing about the Amish communities that I'm most familiar with, that I get to visit on a regular basis. So, of course, it's a little different than some of the Amish that you read because most of the Amish I know are Swiss dialects, so little language differences and
Oh,
and
interesting.
things. And you'll find I enjoy that. I like seeing the differences. But there's also going to be a character by the name of Owen Miller, and when Amelia loses her sister, he actually loses a brother, and he had left the Amish community many years ago. So these two, sort of work together for a period of time for the sake of the children. But you get to learn so much about how the inner workings of the community are, And I love the whole element of taking care of each other and doing what has to be done. It's a beautiful story. I don't want to give any more than I have away. There's so much more to it, and her journey from being a young girl who wanted to go to sing-ins and be with her friends and play with her nephews, and to being a mother, an unexpected mother at such a young age, with no experience yet. It will tug at your heartstrings, but it is such a beautiful journey that she takes with the kids. So I think you all will enjoy it.
Oh, I love that. You really are. I feel like you, and maybe not of all of us, but for sure you are really immersed in that Amish community by where you live. You have neighbors, you have
Yeah, it's
friends.
still by accident. I've been asked quite a few times, you know, your story, your writing story, and writing Amish fiction was not on my radar, which it wasn't on a lot of us. A lot of us were asked to do it because it was such a huge genre. I personally wanted to write historical fiction, but the first story I ever wrote was about an English and an Amish woman and their friendships that brought their faith closer. And it caught me a lot of attention. But I grew up where a lot of young Amish men worked for my dad's mill, and in
Oh,
our area, just in the spot that I live in, Fleming County, the one church that mostly come out of Indiana and Bern and Adams County and Allen County, is where most of them come from, are Swiss Amish. But now they're like 4 districts, about to be 5. They're growing at a pretty rapid race, a pace. Sorry, my husband actually works with them. I've spent quite a bit of time with all of them, and not just for research, because they're my neighbors.
yeah.
The kids, our grandkids just went sleigh riding with them, with our new neighbor, with their children. My son grew up with some of them. They're neighbors. So I don't look at it in in that way, because these are just our neighbors. I enjoy writing a great story. My characters just happen to be Amish.
Love that. That's kind of how I feel too. I
Yeah.
love writing a great romance with some humor and yeah. I mean, it's definitely changes the framework because you have to do it within that framework of their religion and how they live. But yeah,
But it's
that's really
fun to
good.
add those. Yeah, it's fun to add all of those little details in, and I'm still learning things, because what one church might do on a Sunday, this one does a little different, or this one has an extra pleat in her cap. Why? I love asking those questions, and they don't mind answering them for
Answering.
me, because depending on, no writer is necessarily wrong, and readers sometimes will pinpoint little things like something of clothing, or our brims of our hats, they're only 3 inches. Only the bishop gets that extra quarter inch here, and you can still spot that quarter inch bigger cap or hat a mile away, and it's him. But it's little things, and I enjoy putting them in, and I think readers enjoy spotting those differences. I think they enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I love that. Well,
Yeah.
okay. Do you have a book that has changed your life or one that you just like to read over and over again?
Read over and over again. Well, quite a few of Tracy Peterson's, I think I've read over and over. Her Alaskan Saga,
Mm,
Charity, Hope, and Mercy. I love those. I can't remember that series. Anne Gapehart's great. Um,
mm.
but I think the one book I've probably read the most over would be Laura Francis' Moonbow Night. It was set in Cumberland Falls, Kentucky, and it's just a magical story. As far as a book that's changed my life, I think every book we read impacts us in a different way.
Mhm.
Um, I hate to pinpoint just a book other than our Holy Bible. I have a King James Bible, and honestly, as far as a book, it would be the only one that has dramatically changed my life by reading it. I'm actually in John right now. I've got a pattern this year. I'm going to read all the way through, but yeah, I made it
That's
to
great.
John so far. So
That's great. Good for you.
yes, yes,
Yes, I grew up on the King James version. That's the only one I read, but
yep.
I know there's I think it's the new international version that's on
It's
a
easier to read. I won't disagree with you, but you do realize there are a couple things missing, or a point can be taken very differently.
mhm,
So that's why I like to stick to the King
the
James
King
version.
James.
Yeah.
Well, the poetry, it's just such beautiful language and
Yes.
readers, please go pick up Mindy's book, Amelia's March Arrangement. And please pick up the other two books that are also in the series that have already come out, Tracy Fredikowski's book and Kelly Irvin's book. All right. Well, thank you,
It's so
Mindy.
exciting.